So I'm doing a blind reaction to Nina Chi. We have Benin Republic. Why no one is talking about this? Honest review. I am applying for citizenship in Benin. I need to know this, so I figured while I'm doing my research, might as well do a few reaction videos, and we'll talk along as we go along. So yeah, if you notice, this is a dedicated paid YouTube channel for this reason. And anybody from Benin who's been to Benin, if you could leave me some comments, some suggestions, I would definitely appreciate it. But let's get in this blind reaction.
I decided to go deeper into the Benin culture to see how the people live, what they believe in, how they interact, and just how they think. And guess what? I was so fascinated. So they told me about this place called Ouidah, and they told me there they have the Python temple. I hope I'm getting it right. Yeah, Python Temple de Python. Yeah, that's it.
Hello guys, hello. So today
So it has a temple there. I need to know about this. What kind of how's the religion set up there and everything like that?
Tuesday, another day in Cotonou. So it's 9:35 and I'm going up to 10. So I'm actually waiting for the driver to come. Outfit check. This is what I'm putting on. This one, white shorts, jean shorts, black tank top, my oversized shirt, and I'll be using this bag, white sneakers, sorry, and my shades, my shades for the day.
They believe in voodoo. Voodoo is a religion. I was so impressed and happy that I went there because they got me thinking. And I had an open mind, and I had a different.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, voodoo is not really. Yeah, people think it's like this weird satanic thing, but it's like, no, it's just a pagan belief. So, but listen more.
Mindset about voodoo as a religion. I'll take you there. So.
Ah, missed it. There it is. It was really fast to it. Look how well organized these streets are and everything is. I really appreciate that in this video. Tempest of Python?
The temple offers a unique cultural experience for those interested in exploring the intersection of religion, nature, and traditional beliefs in the country. An entry fee is paid at the Python temple before entering, and the tour guide who speaks and understands English takes you around the temple.
So they do speak English over there. Is it hard to find people who speak English? I mean, I'm trying to learn French and I want to get it down, but if people there know English, that makes my life a lot easier.
The amount of the fee depends on whether you intend to take pictures with the pythons. And as if you may all know, in Benin, the official language is French. Ouidah, where the Python temple is found, is about an hour's drive from Cotonou. The temple is a place of veneration for pythons, which is considered sacred in the voodoo religion practiced in Benin. Pythons are believed to be powerful and symbolize protection, fertility, and spiritual connection.
So what exactly is a python? I mean, I know it's a symbol, but they're not like worshiping it, are they? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. I'm assuming, yeah. Okay, so this is oh, I thought it was like dangers, but is the name of the python danger? I don't know.
The temple houses numerous pythons, which are cared for and revered by the local community. Visitors can witness ceremonies and rituals performed by voodoo priests and priestesses involving the pythons. Unfortunately, like our tour guide told us, this area was closed because it opens only on market days, and today unfortunately wasn't one of those days.
Okay. But my question is, how would you know if it's a market day or not? Is there like a calendar? Is it online? Like, how do you know what's a market day?
The Temple of the Python is a small building with a thatched roof and a simple structure designed to accommodate pythons that reside in it.
They have this tradition like you put the python around your neck, and I think to them it's like a sign of purity or cleansing, something like that. And you could get into the shrine, the temple shrine, the python shrine itself with shoes off, yeah, and you make any wishes you want to make to the pythons.
Okay.
And before you even touch a python, they have a little ritual. You have to wash your hands in some water with a
Okay. I've seen that in other religious stuff where people you have to wash your hands before you touch anything religious, even take off your shoes. So, okay.
I'm not gonna let you say nothing. This is the hair. Yeah. So this is just the film.
It's a tradition that before stepping into the python temple, you take off your shoes and there you
Okay.
can make a wish to the pythons. And here we are told they have at least 50 pythons in there, and they are all let out at night to roam the village in search of food, like we're told to feed on insects and rats, and are not harmful to human beings. This was my second attempt to carry the python, or at least touch it before I leave the python temple.
Better
Gosh,
than me.
scary.
I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna try to touch a python when I get there. So,
Elle a touché, vous caressez. C'est fini.
that tree is 600 years old? Wow.
Pour ce parcours, moi j'aime toujours faire la différence entre esclavage et la traite des grillères.
La traite de grillère, ça veut dire quoi?
Puisque esclavage,
Ouais.
ça existait depuis très longtemps. Et malheureusement, avoir des prisonniers. Ces prisonniers ne sont pas une esclave. 21, c'était des jeunes filles qui avaient les seins de Les hommes costauds, c'était entre 15 ou 17 en échange. Et tout le domaine que vous voyez derrière, c'est le domaine des D'Souza.
Just after everything.
Tous les D'Souza que vous rencontrez aujourd'hui là.
And
They were so young, they were trying to get as much as they can out of them, it looks like. As many babies as you can, because once you have a baby with them, that baby is also put into slavery. So they were trying to get as many as they can. At least that's what it looks like. Let me know if I'm right down below.
at the slave market, you see there are some iron balls that were built. That's just to signify those the chains that were on the slaves' legs the time they were being sold.
Whoa.
And marked and had to start the route of the journey
Like, that's literally a ball and chain. Literally.
of no return. And before they even started the journey of no return, there was a tree of forgetfulness that each slave had to turn around, I think move around the tree. I don't think like the men had to go around like 9 times and the women 7 times. And it was believed that when they go around that tree, they're going to forget everything that they ever knew.
The slave market found in the center of the town is called Place Chacha. Here the traders came to inspect the captives, check their teeth as an indicator of good health and strength, and later on auctioned to the highest bidder.
Vous voyez, il faut imaginer tous ces cris-là que l'humain est en train de faire au moment où on le marquait. C'est affreux comme état. Ça règle aussi les problèmes. Sinon, le nom d'origine, c'était Ouidah. C'est parce que les Occidentaux qui étaient venus ici ne pourront pas bien prononcer le mot. Sa supériorité.
Ouais.
Tout ça ne lui suffisait pas. En collaboration avec les Occidentaux, ils sont venus construire ici une case noire. Et le nom qu'ils avaient donné à la case, c'était Zomaï.
Zomaï.
Qui signifie là où on ne doit pas amener la lumière.
Oh.
Et à l'époque, quand ils amenaient les esclaves, quand ils les mettaient dedans.
I'm trying to turn the closed caption on to see if it'll translate for me, but I don't think it's working. But I think he's talking about the slave trade, and these are memorials for slave trade, but I don't know.
So the marked slaves were held captive in stone cells with no light. They were kept there until the next slave ship was ready to sail, which could be in days, weeks, or even months. They were fed bread and water once a day. This was to get rid of, the idea of the dark room was to get rid of rebellious slaves and to disorientate the slaves so they lost sense of time. Those who seemed rebellious were chained with a metal rod in their mouths. Many committed suicide by swallowing their own tongue.
Put them in there for like 2 weeks. So by the time they're even letting them out, some are dead, some have gotten blind. I mean, what cruel way to treat a fellow human being. So yeah, you find the dumping grounds for the slaves, that all the slaves who were dead, those who were tired, those who were sick, they were just dumped there. And like you see those the marks on,
They just dumped them into a mass grave and just called it? This is rough.
on the wall. You see the red sign, there's a red, there's a black, and
the black spots symbolize the chains, the red, the blood, and the brown, the slaves.
Les malades, les morts et même les fatigués, on les jetait ici. Même s'ils n'étaient pas encore morts, ils sont jetés ici. Et en 1992, le gouvernement avait organisé une fouille archéologique sur la place. Et tout ce qu'ils ont retrouvé comme ossements, ils n'ont pas ramené ça ailleurs. Tout a été réenterré sur la partie rouge là-bas. Donc avant de monter sur la partie rouge, impérativement, on doit enlever les chaussures.
So this is where they were buried, huh? Right here. Whoa.
Pour un signe de respect. Le mémorial, c'est comme à Jérusalem, où les gens parlent de le mur de lamentation. Et tout ce qui est rouge dedans symbolise le sang. Et les noirs
So this is like a place of reverence because he said this is like going to Jerusalem. So you take your shoes off and then you know or whatever. But yeah, wow, this is heavy.
Les chaînes. Vous voyez
chaînes
oui, ce sont des humains qui sont représentés dedans.
So, guys, the slaves were made to go around the Tree of Hope before finally heading to the door of no return. And the Tree of Hope was just about a tree, a symbolic tree that the slaves would go around, male, female, they go around that tree 3 times in the hopes that as they're going out and they are never sure of coming back, their souls will stay back in their homeland. That way, in case they die that way, the spirit comes back to be with them.
Whoa.
Ça, quand ils vont mourir à l'étranger, là.
So I see the tree of hope, but why would it be a tree of hope on a plantation like that? I mean, I get her explanation, but I'm like, I thought it was completely hopeless here. Like, there's just nothing to be done once you're here, and yet you got a tree of hope. That's interesting.
Oui.
Et après ces rituels, maintenant, ils vont continuer
la
plage.
So guys, from here we set.
And let's face it, that was the last ritual period. Because I don't think they brought it with them when they came over to the new island.
For our last spot for the slave route, which is the door of no return. Like the tour guide told us, is about 1.5 kilometers. So that will be the final destination for the slave route.
Wow. Yeah, I did not know this was be a slave tour. I thought they were just talking about Benin. I know this would be part of it, but let's keep watching. .12 kilometers. How far is that actually? .696 miles. They walked about more than a half a mile. Wow.
So the door of no return was the final destination for the slaves. Like, God, the vastness of the sea got me scared. Just a lot of thoughts went through my mind. But
at the end of the slave route, we reached the door of no return. Standing at this historic monument, it's hard to fathom how many lives we changed forever at this spot. It's a somber reminder of the impact of slavery, but also a call to remember and honor their resilience.
But I am, as dark as this is, I'm actually glad it's still there so I can see it. And I can do my own filming on it and all that stuff. So, which I will be doing when I go to Benin, because once I get to Benin, I will spend significant time there.
Walking along the slave route was a deeply emotional part of the trip. This part was once taken by enslaved Africans, being led to ships never to return home. This historical weight of this road really hit me as I thought about the unimaginable experiences so many endured.
Heavy, man.
So I went to the borders, the Togo borders, and but unfortunately we were not allowed to film there.
We also had the chance to visit the Togo
Okay.
borders. It was fascinating to witness the dynamics between two neighboring countries.
She's saying Togo borders, and she can't fit by the Togo border. Okay, got it. So how far is it from the she went to the Python temple, the slave castles, and in the Togo border. These must have been extremely close, or she did a lot of driving.
And how the cultures blend while still maintaining their unique identities.
Mm.
Date
Ouais.
une paix dedans. Avec poivre long long là, avec les petits parties. Mais ça soigne dans le ventre.
Ça soigne quoi?
Oui,
Donc,
ça soigne. Plein de ventre comme ça.
Ok.
Plein de ventre, ça soigne.
Ah,
Okay.
Il met du sorabi aussi fort, le cœur fort là.
What language is she speaking? Is it French or it gotta be French?
non, c'est la même chose. Noir ou marron, c'est la même
C'est
chose.
la même chose.
Ok.
Les gens qui cherchent en France, si tu prends, ça donne.
N'importe où. Et si tu ne cherches pas, tu prends.
Tu prends, oui. Si tu ne cherches pas, tu prends.
Back to Cotonou that evening, I visited the most amazing and longest graffiti wall I've ever seen. The wall
Oh
is
yeah.
is a showcase of it's a collective work of almost about like 40 different artists, both from Africa and abroad. Really showcases the Great Dahomey Kingdom. Yeah, so it still talks more. It's to me, it's like a walking museum, if I can put it that way.
This wall is a vibrant display of local art and street culture. The colorful murals told stories of history, culture, and social issues, showcasing the voices of the community of the Dahomey Kingdom in a bold and creative way.
It's a beautiful looks really nice. I can't wait to see that. I really want to see this.
The wall is about 90 kilometers long, and that's amazing. Amazing. I hope this content encourages you to visit Benin someday.
Not just visit. I'm about to go there. I'll probably be there. You know, especially now that I know that there are people there that do speak English a lot. That's gonna make my transition a little easier. But I still want to get my French down. But no, I will definitely be there as soon as all this paperwork works out. Nice. Well, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much for being here.